Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olsen here from Super Cymbal Guitar, and welcome to another episode of Hang with Henry. Roll the intro. All right, welcome back. So how'd you like that intro? It's brand new. Let me know. So at Hang with Henry, I thought we're going to drink some coffee together. We're going to listen to some music. I'm going to show you kind of what's happening on the guitar, kind of a general broad breakthrough of what's going on. And we're going to hang out, right? So check it out. In the Facebook group, which hopefully you're a part of, if you're not, there's a link for that above or below me. I asked you guys in the group, what would you like me to react to next? And a ton of you voted for Eric Clapton, and a bunch of you, which I was kind of not expecting, wanted 12-bar blues. So I thought a really cool thing to do would be to combine Eric Clapton playing the blues. So today we're going to be checking out a live recording of Eric playing Before You Accuse Me, which is a 12-bar blues in E. It's a live performance, and the cool thing is that his string actually breaks during this recording. So it's fun to watch. I'm going to be breaking it down a little bit. I'm going to be telling you kind of what's going on, and we're going to hang out and have some fun. So let's get into it. It's a live performance 1990 in England. So here we go. Take it away. All right, so what's going on there is he's playing an E power chord, more or less. So he's holding down the 5th fret and playing the open 6th fret. He's holding down the 5th string, 2nd fret, and playing the open 6th string. And with his other finger, he's just going to the 4th fret. So it's 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, right? And I'm not going to go into too much detail here because I have a free beginner blues course that teaches exactly this with a close-up and very, very slowly. So if you want to go join that course and learn very slowly what's going on here, it's the exact same chord progression. There's a free link above or below me. Just go join that course, okay? So basically, it's 12-bar blues in E. So it's... right, and the E is here on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And then for the A, he just goes 1 string set down. Right? Okay, so... A, back to the E. And you'll hear a little lick in there. So he's kind of doing this thing. And what that is I'm holding down the 4th and the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, playing the 4th string, playing the 3rd string, then the open 3rd string, and doing a hammer on to the 1st fret. And then he goes straight into that 4th fret thing. So sorry. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Right? So instead of doing it on the 2nd fret, bum bum, he does this. And then he goes to the 4th fret. So okay, and I'm doing a little palm mute there too, just to keep things tight. So just in case you're wondering what's happening there. Another cool thing you could do would be to play the open 3rd string, and then play the 1st and 2nd string open. So you do open 3rd string, hammer onto the 1st fret, and then open 2nd and 3rd. So okay, those are cool little embellishments that you can do. I'm playing a little bit sloppy here, excuse me, it's because I'm trying to think about this whole setup here and play and explain at the same time. So, and it looks like my camera, okay, wasn't focusing properly. All right, so let's keep listening. There's the turnaround. You hear it? Now we go to the 5 chord, B, down to A. Then he hits the E once, and then it goes into turnaround. So if you don't know that turnaround, it's just like a D7, but you push it to the 4th fret. Then you hit the 3rd string and the 1st and 2nd string right after that. So, and then back to the 3rd string. So I think just walk that down. Right? So then you hit the open 3rd string and do that hammer on the 1st fret again, and then open 1st and 2nd string. So, right? All right. And then straight into the B again. So, then you go into that B7. Okay, so check it out. And now look what Phil Palmer, which is the 2nd guitar player, is doing. They're one guitar player, which is Eric Clapton, he's in this lower register. And Phil is up here playing an E on the 7th fret, right? So that's where you could play E major as well, right? In E chord, D chord, all the chords are in different places on the guitar, right? And if you don't know all of that, then make sure to go download my free picture chord book where I teach you all about these movable chords. There's a link for that as well. So Phil is going pump. And if you look at this chord, it's the same exact shape as these chords, but I don't need to hold this down, right? Because I have the guitar doing it for me because it's in open position. But if I want to move this, right? So he's over here on the E. Right? And that's how they're, if you're playing with the 2nd guitar player, you always want to have one of the guitar players in a lower register and the other guitar player in a higher register, right? So that's what they're doing there. There was that little lick again. There was that little lick again. Did you hear it? Turn around. So now he's an E minor pentatonic. That would be the most simple way to think about it. So 12th fret, right? Pentatonic scale. And what he's also doing to play the solo, and what you could always do when you're playing a blues, is mix major and minor pentatonic. So I have an entire lesson for that here on YouTube. I will link it. You'll see it pop up somewhere on the screen. You can go watch that afterwards if you don't know. So he's mixing major and minor pentatonic. So that scale would look like this. The pentatonic scale just looks like this, right? And mixing major and minor would add this note here, which is the 14th fret. Then again on the 2nd string, the 14th fret. And then here, the 13th fret on the 3rd string. So there's the blue note, 5th string, 13th fret. Right, so that was just pentatonic. That sounded a little bit like you had that 3rd in there. So that's the 3rd, which isn't in the pentatonic, and that gives it that major sound. So he mixes major and minor pentatonic a lot. All right, let's listen. And there's one other thing I want you to hear here. Listen how he starts to build the solo. All right. That was the first phrase. And now listen. See how we repeated that? I can't sing properly, but see how he repeats that? And that's planting this little seed in your ear. He's building these phrases that you hear 2 times in a row. A lot of times people ask me, how can I make my solo sound like it's not just noodling? And that's how you do it. You play the same thing 2 times in a row. So he starts out slowly. Right? And now you're hearing music, since it's not just noodling, they're phrases. So it's like hearing multiple sentences right after each other. And when you really want to bring something home, then you play it twice, really to plant that musical idea into your listener's ear. So that's what he did there. Let's listen to the whole solo again. All right, here we go. Starts with that nice bend. First phrase. There was repeated. That's a new musical idea. Okay. So after he got the setup going for the solo, then he just kept that story going without repeating anymore. But at first, he kind of gave us some time to get ready for everything that's coming in the story. And a cool thing that he did there that I really like is that turnaround. So the same thing as that turnaround here. He's just doing it an octave up. So within his solo, he built that in, and that sounds really bluesy. I really like the sound of this. Except now he's only doing it with 2 strings. So in the turnaround, we had 3 strings going, and now he only has the 2nd and 3rd string. And then he ends it on the 5th, which is up here on the... I'm not sure if he plays it here or whether he plays it here, but it's the 5th. All right, let's keep watching. Again, repeating. Bam, 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 right, he's repeating that thing. There the string goes. And the crazy thing, if you listen to this solo, you can't even tell, like the string breaks, and if you wouldn't know that the string broke, he just makes the rest of the solo still sound good. It's crazy. Let's listen to the whole thing without me talking now. There's that turnaround. String broke. And it was the 2nd string that broke. And still he keeps playing. He ended it with this. So that's the 2nd fret, 4th string, and you just do a hammer-on pull-off. Right? It's kind of crazy. The funny thing is that his Strat, and he's really lucky, because a Stratocaster normally has a tremolo, which means that there's these springs in the back. And I don't know if you can see that. So there's the springs in the back. And what happens is when you break a string, then those springs can pull more and your whole guitar goes out of tune. So Clapton is lucky because he blocks his trem system, which you can do by sticking a piece of wood in here. That's how I did it in the past. This one doesn't have that block, but his is already built like that. So he's really lucky because his guitar has that blocked tremolo. So he was able to continue playing at least a little bit without his whole guitar going out of tune. I don't even know how it happened. I don't think I've ever broken a string on an electric guitar. And like he just plays a solo and it breaks. It's funny. All right, let's keep watching. He's just pretending like nothing's happened. It's so windy, the girls are holding their hat. Still playing those licks. All right, now he's giving Phil the solo. Let's listen to what Phil does. He gives us a lot of time there. See how he took his time with that phrase? He's not rushing anywhere. Slight bend here. All right, now he's ripping it up. I think it's... So he's bending up the 10th fret here into the 12th fret. And then with this pinky, he's holding this 10th fret note. So it's kind of a repetition of his first time around. The first time he just did that single note bend. Then the second time he goes... So he's kind of upping it a little bit. He's taking us to a higher level, right? With those two strings ringing and screaming at the same time. Really nice solo. All right, Clapton's got a new guitar. Down to A. E to the A to the E. Let's listen to the solo. So that's kind of this, again, that double stop thing that we had before. Right? Really cool sound to do, especially when you have a lot of drive. And a lot of times you'll see blues players going, that's one that they'll really go crazy on, right? So that's the 15th and the 16th fret, second and third string. Okay. Another thing I want you to notice is see how when he plays the phrase, he'll take a note and he'll really let it ring. He's not, because all the time I get this question, and people think that playing solos once they learn the pentatonic is just these runs, but it's, you play a phrase And then you pick a note and you play the hell out of that note and just let it scream, right? Do a vibrato, hit it harder than you would normally hit it. You know, play around with getting the most juice you can out of notes, not just trying to play a bunch of them. And Clapton does a great job, you know, demonstrating that. Again, he repeated the phrase there. All right, my friends, there we have it. I hope you got some value out of this. I hope it gave you some ideas for your soloing. Again, make sure to go pick up my beginner blues course, the free one. Go pick up my free picture chord book if you want to know all about these movable chords. And that's about that. Let me know if you like this concept. Give me a thumbs up so I know whether to make more. And have fun playing the blues. Also, that lesson on YouTube, mixing major and minor pentatonic. I show you all the scales in that lesson, so check that out. I'll put a card up again. And that's about that. All right, Henry Olsen here. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you very soon with another Hang with Henry. All right, bye.